Live. Okay. Hi, and welcome everybody to the inaugural live stream for Los Amigos football. Tonight we have the visiting Bolsa Grande Matadors and versus your home Los Amigos Lobos. We are excited to be here tonight. This is our first time trying this, and so we're going to do the best we can, and we'd like to thank everybody for joining us from home.
We're going to try to do a little bit of play-by-play, but I'm going to be on the stadium mic at the same time, so might not sound like what you're used to watching TV, but hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hopefully you'll get a better sense of what's going on out on the field tonight.
And perhaps we want to introduce ourselves as well. I'm Dennis Derrick, Mr. Derrick. I'm the psychologist at Los Amigos, and joining me tonight is...
I am Jim Oberacker. I am history and avid teacher at Los Amigos.
If you see us around campus starting Tuesday, come and say hi. So we have the teams. Teams are all grouped up in their respective end zones. This is the first game of the season for both teams. Both teams are 0-0. Really excited to be here tonight, actually. I can't speak for Mr. Oberacker, but I don't think either of us thought we were even going to have a season this year.
No, it's a surprise to be here. It feels like September, but I think all of us are thankful it's March.
Yep, yeah, absolutely. Let's have a good season, boys.
All right, Los Amigos is running out on the field. Before we start tonight's game, I'm going to read off the officials. Referee tonight is Marcy Alvarez. Umpire Stephen Thompson. Line judge Lawrence Martinez. Linesman Neil Kaplan. And back judge Bruce Kelber.
Kelber, he's a good judge.
You actually recognize the name, huh?
I don't.
I didn't think so.
Okay, we are ready to go. We're just waiting for the teams to get out there for the ceremonial coin toss and kickoff.
I kind of think they did the coin toss already.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think it happened before we put these mics on.
Oh, we were too busy talking. And it looks like it will be Bolsa Grande kicking off to Los Amigos to start the game.
Well, since this is a Los Amigos broadcast, I do have a roster for Los Amigos. I'll do my best trying to get names read over the mic. We do not have a roster for Bolsa Grande, so if I call anything for them, it'll just be using numbers, assuming that I can read them. Bolsa Grande tonight will be kicking off to the Lobos.
And with this, we have the start of the 2020-2021 Los Amigos football season. And the kick.
Jim, they have a roster on Max Preps.
Kickoff returned by Tawan, gain of probably nothing after he picked it up. Tackled almost at the same spot. It will be 1st and 10, Los Amigos.
Teams lining up for the first play from scrimmage.
Dennis, it's kind of exciting to hear that we have 77 people on the broadcast.
Wow.
Listening to us tonight.
How many of them are your family or my family?
Probably none, because most of mine speak German and wouldn't know what I'm saying.
Run up the middle.
That was Huen, the ball carrier.
About a 2-yard gain up the middle, right?
2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. Handoff to Huen. He is gang tackled by the Matadors.
Yeah,
Maybe a gain of 1 yard.
Yeah,
he might have gotten one before they knocked him down.
not much space there. Let's see what the Lobos do on third down, right?
Quarterback keeper Hernandez carries the ball himself and gets enough for a Los Amigos first down.
All right. Yeah, it looked like an option kind of play where he kind of faked the handoff to the back and took it on his own to the right and to get enough for a first down.
Pass complete. Negrete with the reception. About a 7-yard gain on the play. Nice first down play. Gives the Lobos a second down and 3. A nice short play. Let's see what they do with it.
Yeah, it makes life easier when you only need 3 yards on second down.
Handoff to Huen. He is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2 yards.
And here we are back with another third down play. We have some more receivers out wide, so it looks like this may be a pass.
Huen carries the ball. He is close to the first down marker, and it looks like he's made it past.
Mr. Oberacker, they fooled me, and I think they fooled Bolsa Grande also, and with that, they pick up a first down.
There's a gain of 6 yards. Needed 5, got 6. First and 10, Los Amigos. Hernandez passes out to the right side. Intended receiver was Silva. He couldn't handle the pass, and the ball was blown dead. Bringing up second down and 10. I think he was hearing footsteps as that ball was coming towards him.
Yeah, it's hard not to sometimes, isn't it?
Hernandez takes it himself around the left side. Nice run, picks up, looks like another Lobos first down.
Yeah, Lobos are moving the ball pretty well down the field so far.
They're muscling it, though. They're going to get worn down if they can't get some bigger openings. They're taking a pounding to do it, but they are doing it.
Everyone lined up.
Short gain on a first down play, 2 yards. That was Huen, the ball carrier. Brings up second down and 8 for the Lobos.
He's been rushing for those tough yards up the middle on early down so far.
That's one thing we don't have here with us tonight, the newspaper guy to give us stats as we go.
Any math teachers in the house?
Oh, right as he receives the ball, he is hit, dropped down for a loss of 3 yards.
Yeah, really astute play by Bolsa Grande there to kind of identify what's going on and figure it out and tackle the guy before he has a chance to do anything.
Yeah, they moved pretty quick once that ball was in the air. He had no chance. One of those strange occasions where dropping the ball was probably a better option.
Nice call.
3rd and 11.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a play from this far out so far today.
Up the middle,
Ooh.
it is caught.
What a play. And there he goes.
Nice gain. You knew that was coming eventually. All those short runs up the middle, you knew that would open up the field.
Yeah.
Pass from Hernandez to Garcia.
They softened him right up, didn't they?
What do you say, about 30 yards on that play?
Sure, why not?
Pretty close to that. Nice play, takes the Lobos down to the 15-yard line of Bolsa Grande. 1st and 10.
Mr. Oberacker, for those who don't know football that well, this is what they call the red zone. Anywhere within 20 yards is considered scoring material. Oh.
Hernandez takes it himself. Looks like he's down around the 7.
Yeah.
Nice gain of 8 yards on a 1st down. Gives them some good options, especially in the red zone.
You've watched a football game or two, haven't you?
I've seen a few. Handoff up the middle to Huen.
Looks like
And
yep, go ahead.
Yeah, enough for a 1st down. 1st and goal from the, let's call it the 4.5.
Yep, they are in prime position right now.
Good way to start the season. Great way to start the game, for sure.
Unless you're Bolsa Grande.
Hernandez takes it himself, and he is in for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Amigos. Can't do that as loud on this microphone as I can on the stadium mic. 6 points for the Lobos to open up the scoring in tonight's game. About a 4.5. They never count halves, so let's call it a 5-yard touchdown run for Hernandez.
And we're lining up for the extra point.
Silva preparing to kick. Snap is low, rolled up to the holder, but he handles it well. And Silva puts it through the uprights for 1 additional point. We've got a score with 5:37 left in the 1st quarter. Bolsa Grande 0, Los Amigos 7.
Yeah, that was a really nice drive by the Lobos there. That was, according to my math, about a 6-minute, 23-second drive. Approximately 80 yards to start the game. Mostly running plays, but there were a few passing plays in there too that they kind of used to get some good chunk yards. So really nice start to the season by the Lobos.
Well, that 30-yard pass, that's what changed the whole nature of that drive. I mean, it was a nice drive. It was a difficult one. They were definitely muscling it down, but that's the play that I think shocked Bolsa Grande a bit.
Absolutely.
Broke the camel's back, so to speak. All right, both teams are lined up for the kickoff. Los Amigos will be kicking to the west end of the field.
How can you tell that's west, Mr. Oberacker?
Because I know where the sun sets.
Oh, boy.
I'm a Southern California boy. Sun sets into the ocean around here.
Uh-oh, there goes Bolsa Grande down the sideline at the 50.
Big
40.
return, and I don't think they're going to catch him. Number 1 for Bolsa Grande takes it to the house. And we have a 1-point game at the moment.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where you look around hoping to see some yellow flags on the field, but I don't think there are any. I think he got
No
that
flags.
clean.
I won't say he was untouched. He just broke a few tackles, and then once he got in the clear, he pulled away.
You know, there's more than one way to skin a cat in football, Mr. Oberacker. There's the long, punishing running drive, and then there's just the kickoff return.
Well, we do know that when they do get on the field, our defense is going to be very well rested. Bolsa Grande is lined up for the extra point attempt. Low snap. Just as with the Los Amigos extra point, handled by the holder through the uprights, we have a tie game, 7-7, with 5:23 left in the half. 5:23, did you even start the clock? I mean, not much time at all. I think 8 seconds, 10 seconds ran off.
Mr. Oberacker, I'm a professional. Of course I started the clock.
Oh, I know you are. I don't doubt. I just kid.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, you know, it took him about 10 seconds or something like that to run all the way down the field, if that.
It was a 100-yard dash,
Yeah,
about an
certainly
80-yard
was.
dash in 10 seconds.
Yep. So Bolsa Grande shows that they can punch back too.
So 6.5 minutes in, it's a whole new ball game. There is a flag on the field. Whistles are blowing, so the play is dead.
That looked to me like a false, like he gave a fair catch and then tried to run with it or something. Is that what your impression is?
To be honest, I did not see it. That was number 20, Campos, who took the ball.
Traditionally in football, if there's a flag on a kickoff, it's against the team who received the kickoff, right?
And it's definitely down on their end of the field, so I think this is maybe going to go back 10 yards, 5 yards, and
Yeah, something
Los
like that.
Amigos will have the ball around the 15, or maybe even a little further back than that. Yes, they will. About the 12-yard line, 11-yard line. It will be Los Amigos ball, 1st and 10, deep in their own end of the field.
Yeah, despite the penalty, it is still 1st down and 10. They just moved him back a few yards.
When up the middle, nice run on 1st down.
Yeah, it seemed like there was kind of a last-second tackle there. If that guy didn't get him, I think he might have gotten quite a few more yards.
He had a nice burst.
Yes,
He definitely was on his way somewhere until he got tripped up. Looks like a pickup of about 4, 2nd down and 6 for the Lobos. Gwen takes the ball again, spins free from a few tackles. However, there's that dreaded flag.
Yeah.
In the backfield, and it came out long after he was gone.
Yeah, that's normally a holding flag, isn't it?
Most likely. Wasn't a pass play, so it wouldn't be roughing the passer.
Yep.
And everybody's walking backwards. Well, that negates a nice-looking run. Well-deserved 7-8 yards, but that's what penalties will do. They are drive killers, no doubt about it.
Yeah, Lobos will want to avoid the penalty bug if they want to, sustain a long drive like that.
Gives Los Amigos a second down and looks like about 13. Hernandez gets chased out of the pocket, throws the ball to basically nobody. Looks almost like he threw it away, just was in a bit of trouble back there.
Yeah, I think it was probably a smart play when it comes down to it. I don't know. I don't think too much was going to be coming out of that one.
No. So 3rd down and 13.
Deep in their own territory, too.
He has to be careful. He was right on the goal line as he was being chased. Timeout, Bolsa Grande.
So, Mr. Oberacker, are you in the mood for any fun facts about Los Amigos football?
Fun facts. Okay, let's see. I've been doing this for 20-some years, but let's see what the rookie can bring.
Well, I mean, you're a history teacher. You're all about fun facts, aren't you?
It's my life.
So, I mean, I don't know. You know this already, but Los Amigos participates in the Garden Grove League. So the Garden Grove consists of Los Amigos, of course, Bolsa Grande, Santiago, Loera, La Quinta, and Rancho Alamitos. This season, we're going to have a 5-game season where we are going to play each of our fellow members of the Garden Grove League. Normally, on a normal season, we play other teams, but this season, because of COVID, it's a truncated season where we're only going to be playing members from our league. Was that fun, or was it just a fact?
I'm speechless. I wasn't sure where you were going with that. I was thinking maybe you were going to ask a question.
Oh.
You know, teachers like to ask questions, like which teams used to be in the Garden Grove League? Who are the newest additions to the Garden Grove League? Like Loera, for example, has only been in the league for a few seasons.
Absolutely.
Pacifica, Garden Grove were part of the district, part of the league at one point, but got moved on to different divisions over the years.
I wouldn't call those greener pastures, would you?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Okay, teams are back on the field. 3rd down and 13.
Oh, look out.
And we have our first sack of the evening. Hernandez is dropped at right around the 5-yard line.
Yeah,
Not a good place to get sacked, but at least he wasn't 5 yards further back.
Yeah, this is not great news for the Lobos to be pinned this far back. Bolsa Grande does stand to have good field position on their next possession. Oh, no.
Oh, not what we wanted. Snap out of the end zone. That will give Bolsa Grande a safety and 2 points. Making our score, Bolsa Grande 9, Los Amigos 7. And as if that wasn't bad enough, Bolsa Grande gets the ball as well. So Los Amigos will be, it's a punt basically. It's always called a free kick, but Los Amigos will be kicking to Bolsa Grande. Yeah, that was kind of a worst case scenario on that play. Didn't even get a chance to get the punt off.
It is amazing how many points Bolsa Grande has scored without basically having their offense take the field at any point.
It turned off because I didn't touch it. Is he upstairs? He does, but I don't want him to give me his password.
3:37 left in the first quarter. Your score is Bolsa Grande 9, Los Amigos 7.
Went dark because I hadn't touched it in a while, and now it wants password to get back in. No rush.
Refs below the play dead. I guess it was already dead, but
Sorry about that. I disappeared for a second. We had a technical issue with the laptop.
hey, first time, there's going to be some hiccups, right?
Always something.
Except on our first day back on Tuesday. That is going to go beautiful, and there's going to be no problems. We're looking forward to seeing you all.
2 days of kids. It's the first time in a year we'll have kids in front of us while we teach. Not very many. I have one class. I'm going to have 3 kids in the class. It's just not going to be normal yet, but we're getting closer.
3's a charm, right?
Well,
Or is
some
that
say it's a magical number. All right, so there is the kick. It is indeed a punt. I think that was the holdup. They had it set up on a tee, and Bolsa Grande said, we need to punt this ball, or that's the way it's supposed to be done, and that's how they did it. Bolsa Grande returns it to the Los Amigos 40, giving them a very short field for their drive. 1st and 10, Matadors from the 40-yard line.
Yeah, 3:33 left in the first quarter, and this will be the first time that we see the Los Amigos defense and the Bolsa Grande offense.
They had so much time from the start of the game. I think they might have gone to Del Taco or something, gotten some food.
Do you know, that is exactly where I went for dinner. How'd you know?
I can smell it.
Yeah, it's on poor you. Not the best smell in the world.
Del Taco's fine. I like Del Taco. They have mango tacos.
Yeah.
Man, see, this is like an advertisement for Del Taco, but those mango tacos are cheap and they're actually pretty good.
Nice sack.
All right, Los Amigos gets a sack. Nice way to start off the drive. Loss of about 3 yards, giving the Matadors a 2nd down and 13.
Lobos defense comes out foaming at the mouth. They've been waiting for this for months. Years, actually, probably, right?
We kind of called it. Well rested.
Yeah.
Handoff to number 2, and a pack of Lobos. Wow, wrap him up. No gain. He was like hitting a brick wall right there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it does appear that the Los Amigos defense is winning at the line of scrimmage right now. Well, hopefully that continues.
He might have picked up a few inches, but it's still pretty much 3rd and 13.
Uh-oh.
That was an acrobatic catch. Number 10 for the Matadors.
That was quite a
Pulls
catch.
it in on the 11-yard line. About a 30-yard gain for the Matadors. 1st and 10.
He was wide open, and then he turned one way and then turned the other way and looked up, and boom, there was the ball.
Good concentration, and then to come down and hit the ground and still hold on to it.
Absolutely.
In the first game of the year, that's a great play. Nice play for the Matadors. Keeper by the quarterback. It's hard to tell what happened. They're calling a touchdown on the field. Looked like there was a fumble. Los Amigos is holding the ball.
Looks like the referees are having a discussion, and then the one referee is just saying, "Yeah, here's the discussion. Touchdown."
Arms are in the air. It is being called a touchdown for Bolsa Grande. Los Amigos isn't arguing too much about it.
I think he fumbled after he crossed the goal line.
It doesn't have to be on the ground, just in the air over that line with the ball. And that's 6 points. The kick for the extra point is up. It is wide left, no good. Our score will remain Bolsa Grande 15 and Los Amigos 7. So this is still a one-score game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's the important part of this. We are still within one score, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and it's a tie game. really a beautiful night here at the Michael Monsoor Memorial Stadium. Wish we could have you all here.
But you know what we're not going to get tonight? Disneyland fireworks.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Usually up here in the booth, we can see those over the trees, but not until at least it looks like May, early May, maybe very late April.
Yeah, thanks a lot, COVID. So teams lining up for a kickoff one more time.
Bolsa Grande kicking off to the east. Los Amigos returns the ball for about a 10-yard gain. Number 10 for the Lobos. I would give you a name, but my technical difficulty is that the laptop went off, and I don't have the password to get back in to see the roster at the moment.
Yeah,
so we'll get that fixed shortly. But
you students know how that goes when your Chromebook dies. It's basically that same sort of feeling.
It didn't die. It's just it's Mr. Galbraith, and I don't know his password, so I can't get back in. Lesson learned, we need paper rosters.
Yeah, if we have any hackers in the house, if you could please help us.
All right, Huen takes the handoff around the left side. Nice run on a first down. Picks up almost a first down. I think he's a little short, maybe 9 yards.
I think they're going to give him the first down on that, but let's see.
Depends on where he actually went down. Yeah, they are lining up past the 40.
Yeah.
And the stick is right at the 40, so they might call this. They are moving the chains. It is 1st and 10.
Nice first down run.
Los Amigos. Juan takes it again, picks up 6 yards. He seems to have a little spring in his step now.
Yeah, you know, he is quite a sight out there with his hair flapping in the wind. He's pretty good.
He was pounding the ball that first drive, but this time he's got a lot of finesse and spins and jukes, and it's moving well.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, that might be a first down for us.
Yep, it looks like it's offside on Bolsa Grande.
It is 5 yards when we needed 4. 1st and 10, Los Amigos. Thank you, Matadors.
Yeah.
It's a nice gift. Never turn down a gift.
Well,
I guess that maybe not. Maybe you do turn down some, but never turn down a free meal. That's what my father used to tell me.
I will tell you, I always turn down candy from strangers. That's for sure.
Well, especially in the woods. And if your name's Hansel or Gretel.
Another flag on the play.
You know, if we're going to do this again, we should do one of those things where we have people send us words that we have to somehow throw into our commentary while we're doing it. They used to do that on Monday Night Football with Michelle Tafoya.
Yeah, your Hansel and Gretel comment made me think about that as well.
Well, that's what made me. I was sitting here thinking, how did I ever get Hansel and Gretel into this discussion?
So that's looking like that's a big penalty there, isn't it?
That's a big one. That's going to drop us back to second, or no, it's still first down, but 1st and 21.
Yeah, I don't know how you lose 11, but it must have been personal foul or something.
Hernandez takes the ball himself for a beautiful run up the middle.
That was a great run.
He got 21 yards. He pretty much got to the chains. Well, maybe 1 yard short. Sure looked from here he got it, but
there's a flag on the play. Oh
again,
no.
Oh
boy.
Against the Lobos. Wow.
Ouch.
Well, beautiful run.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe the reason why is the hold.
Well.
That's too bad.
Yeah, sometimes you have to, I don't know. That's just a tough break. It's going to be, what's it going to be, 1st and 21 now?
It's going to be more than that.
Or first and 31. Yeah.
1st and 30, the way because they marked it off from the spot. 1st and 30.
Yeah, penalties been killing the Lobos so far today. That's at least their fourth of the game. I would say a little rust isn't surprising after whatever it's been, 16-month layoff.
Pass out to the left. 23 is the receiver. Nice gain, given that it was 1st and 30. You've got to take off chunks. Can't go for it all.
Yeah.
So they got back about 11 yards. Nope, the stick's going back a little bit. They got about 8, picked up about 8 yards on that play. Not too bad.
Yeah, 11 seconds left in the first quarter, by the way, so we will be moving to the second quarter pretty quick here.
Second down, and it looks like 23, so it was a gain of 7. Second and 23. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Huen takes the ball on the handoff, picks up a few, maybe 2 yards. It will bring up a 3rd and 20 to begin quarter number 2. It's a lot of activity for one quarter of football.
Sure was.
22 points scored.
Started off pretty fast, and then the game kind of started grinding to a halt there. But you're right, 22 points for one quarter. For those who can't be at the game, we do have the Los Amigos dance team down there performing with Miss Bernhardt. They're looking great, and then we also do have our cheerleaders in attendance as well. It's a nice touch.
And they're all wearing their masks.
Absolutely.
The only person I saw on the field tonight without a mask was the referee. But I think he has it on during the game. I think he has it on now.
Go figure. He's the one who's supposed to be telling everyone to follow the rules, and he's the one breaking them.
Well, you know, after a year of this, sometimes it's hard to be understood with these masks on. They muffle our voices. It's not always desirable. It'll be nice to get rid of these someday. But I don't know if they're ever going to completely go away.
I don't know. I've been told that I look better while I'm wearing a mask.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but no, I think air travel in the future, probably a smart idea to wear a mask.
Yeah.
No point in going on vacation, save up, and look forward to vacation for months or longer, and then you get there and you're sick. Mask seems to make sense.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
I've been to some places where people were wearing them years ago, and because it wasn't common here in the United States, it always stood out, but you always understood why people were wearing them, but they were the wise ones, and maybe we are the ones that need to catch up to that. And here we are.
Well, we've caught up, haven't we?
We definitely caught up, not by choice.
Look at this guy doing somersault, or whatever that's called. Okay. Third down play.
Here we go, 3rd and 20. Los Amigos now moving from west to east, or from our left to right.
Yeah, in situations like this, it's always the conundrum. Do you go for the short conservative play, or do you air it out and try and get it all? Looks like they're airing it out.
Looks like the latter.
Yeah.
Number 7 was the intended receiver. Ball was overthrown, not by much. He was open, just couldn't connect. That's going to bring up a 4th and 20 for the Lobos and a punting situation. Based on what we saw on that free kick after the safety, Los Amigos should knock the ball back a few dozen yards and make Bolsa Grande have to work for it on this next drive. Little bobble there on the snap, but he got it away. Run back along the west or the north sideline. He was close to it, must have stepped out of bounds because they blew the play dead. It will be Bolsa Grande ball, 1st and 10. Looks like at roughly their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, punter had some difficulty catching that thing, but once he did a really good job getting it out of there before the Bolsa Grande defense could block that punt.
I think he had to sidestep just a little bit, just to knock it around him.
So Los Amigos' defense looked pretty good the first time around. It's just there was that one big busted play. Well, for that person who sent that text to Mr. Oberacker, I'm going to say it's probably me.
I'm not going to say anything. All right, after that play, 2nd down and 10 for the Matadors. Pass is dropped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 10.
You know, I got to say, Los Amigos' defense is doing a pretty good job of breaking through the line and putting pressure on the quarterback.
It's those big plays.
Yeah.
Those are the daggers they have to avoid.
And penalties. Yeah, I think we're doing a pretty good job dominating the line of scrimmage. It's the rest of it that we need to work on a little bit. Oh, that looks like a false start. You talk about penalties, and they just happen to occur.
Well, that one's the kind we like. 5 yards back for the Matadors will bring up 3rd down and 15. Push them back to their own 40. If we were in Vegas, we'd probably lay out odds on what their chances are to get this 1st down. Deep pass into traffic, and it is intercepted.
Look at him go. Look at him go down the sideline.
Huen is the defender who intercepted that ball. That is the same Huen who has been running the ball on offense. Nice return after the pick. Takes the ball all the way down to the Bolsa Grande 25. It will be 1st and 10 Los Amigos, and Los Amigos is back in business.
Can we give that young man a nickname? I'm going to nominate him for Mr. Everything. What do you think?
That could work.
He paused.
I'm trying.
I don't think you liked it.
I paused because I was trying to think of something better. And, you know, being online, you just don't have the same, you know, the snap replies. It's like a muscle. You don't use it, you lose it. Hernandez carries the ball himself up the middle. Nice 1st down run. Picks up another Los Amigos 1st down, gain of about 11 yards. No, it is true, though. You do lose a little bit of that witty ability to reply.
What are we doing here? These the refs are.
Yeah, it's the chains. The chains are just.
Yeah, they pulled somebody off too. Hopefully he's okay.
I think to their credit, they just don't want to make a mistake, so they're just being cautious and moving a little late sometimes. But as long as the down marker's in the right place, they can set up and get to where they need to be. 1st and 10, Lobos. And that is a false start.
Yeah.
That is going to push him back to the 20. It'll be 1st and 15.
Yeah, an unfortunate penalty, but certainly not the end of the drive.
Mr. Everything, as you call him. There he goes, up the left side.
You did like it.
It was okay. It stuck a little bit. Kind of like a spit wad sticks to a window.
Yeah, exactly.
See, there's the witty reply. They come back slowly. We'll see what happens when I get back to the classroom next week.
Hopefully his friends don't call him that.
Mr. Everything. I'm pointing the finger at you if they do. Nothing to do with it, though I did say it. So that was a gain of 7, 2nd and 8.
What do we got here?
We have a timeout. Bolsa Grande. All right, you gave some fun facts.
Sure.
I have some fun facts
I'm ready.
now. I pulled this up on my phone because I wanted to make sure I got it right. This is not something you want to get wrong. But we are at Garden Grove High School at the Michael Monsoor Memorial Stadium. So let me tell you a little bit about Michael Anthony Monsoor. Michael Anthony Monsoor is a graduate of Garden Grove High School. He was a United States Navy SEAL. killed during Operation Iraqi Freedom and posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor. He enlisted in the United States Navy in 2001 and graduated from basic underwater demolition SEAL training in 2004. And so the stadium was named after Mr. Monsoor. All our thoughts go out to the Monsoor family, and thank you for your service. We are, of course, so sorry you've lost your son, but this stadium is a wonderful memorial to his memory.
Yeah, true American hero.
25 years old when he passed away in Ramadi, Iraq.
Did I hear that they named a battleship after him, too, or something like that?
Well, Medal of Honor winner wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
And if he was 25, I don't know his family story. I don't know if he was married or had any children, but if he had children, they are guaranteed an appointment to a service academy.
No kidding.
Children of Medal of Honor winners do get that privilege. I think they have to meet minimum requirements, of course, but it's definitely something that can be done. That was Hernandez on that carry.
Yeah, nifty little fake and run, it looked like, or quarterback keeper, or whatever you want to call it.
We'll give the Lobos a 3rd and 2.
In the red zone.
6 yards away from pay dirt.
You know, they say, Mr. Elberacker, games are won and lost in the red zone.
Oh, Hernandez takes it, fakes to the left, takes it to the right. Touchdown, Los Amigos. I've got to be subdued on that on this mic. I don't know if I like that so much.
He made a cut, and he pretty much walked right in.
Yeah, he was untouched.
Now, as we mentioned before, the Lobos are down 2, so we may see them attempt a 2-point conversion here to tie the game. We will see. Actually, looks like they have the kicker out there. So
this early, there's too much football to play.
I don't know.
Take your 1 point. That 1 point, if you don't get that 2, that 1 point will come back to haunt you later. I think this is the smart call in the second quarter.
I think we're learning a little bit about our respective personalities here. You're the more conservative type, and I'm a roll the dice type. Let's see who's right.
You have faith in your kicker.
Mr. Elberacker, you're right once again.
So it is Bolsa Grande 15, Los Amigos 14. We have a nice tight game. 1 point separating the two teams. 9 minutes and 12 seconds left in the second quarter. So I've done my fun fact. Little homage to Mr. Monsoor, a true American hero. Ball's in your court.
Okay. Well, the fun fact I have right now is that, if I remember correctly, and you guys can look this up in the record books at Garden Grove City Hall, I believe that Los Amigos had a very long winning streak against Bolsa Grande over the years, quite a few games. And Bolsa Grande beat us here at Los Amigos for the first time in a really long time 2 years ago. We got our revenge last year in the last game of the season. We won 33-10. So today we're hoping to get that second win in a row and start another long streak against them. Fun enough for you?
Well, you are definitely a sports guy. To remember all that?
Well, I kind of wrote it down, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I have a friend who can tell you every score of every football game he's ever attended. I'm amazed. I don't have that kind of memory.
Well, if you've only attended one football game, it's not that impressive.
I've been to a lot of football games, with a lot of USC football games, and he can tell you details of the games. I'm lucky if I can remember what the last game I went to, what happened then. In fact, I rewatched the USC-UCLA game a couple weeks ago on my DVR, and it was fun to see USC win, but it was like a new game for me. I just can't remember. It's kind of funny.
So it looked like Los Amigos kicked that kickoff out of bounds, which I believe they call legal procedure, and means that Bolsa Grande automatically gets the ball at, that looks like the 35. Yeah.
So it will be 1st and 10 Matadors, holding on to a 1 point lead. run up the middle for the Matadors. Gain of 1 yard, 2nd down and 9. Receiving a few texts, few messages here on Facebook from some people. Sal, nice to hear from you. Raul, we, I believe, have the score fixed. Everything looks good. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, Mr. Sandro usually lets us know if we've screwed up the score somehow.
Well, it was on the live stream. The score was not correct.
Oh, gotcha.
Number 5, the intended receiver, pass from number 15 of the Matadors overthrown. Incomplete pass will bring up a 3rd down and 9 for Bolsa Grande. Oh, and that's just the pass to nobody.
Yeah, I wonder if you'd call intentional grounding on something like that, or...
Well, I think that was just a route that was missed. It's a little miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver. He was supposed to be somewhere, and he was not there.
Yeah, you could say that again.
And I don't think it was really catchable. Ball was definitely out of bounds. Didn't look like the rush was that intense. So it does leave Bolsa Grande with a 4th and 9. They're going to punt.
Yeah, bad for Bolsa, great for the Lobos. Number 25 rushing in.
With that 1 point lead for Bolsa Grande. This is not what they wanted to see happen. Huen takes the punt, and he is brought down. Maybe picked up a yard. He ran about 10 yards to his right, and maybe 1 yard in the right direction before he was brought down.
Really nice open field tackle by number 20 on Bolsa Grande.
It was a nice tackle.
I don't have a clue what his name is, but hey, number 20, nice tackle. When you can bring down Mr. Everything.
By the ankles.
Yeah, I know, absolutely.
So it will be 1st and 10, Los Amigos from the 30-yard line. Their own 30, so they've got 70 yards to go to reach the end zone. Nice little play. I don't know, do you call that a play action? It was, looked like a handoff, pulls it back, dumps it over the middle.
Yeah. Good for a first
Wish
down.
I could call the name. I'm pretty sure that was number 7 on the reception from Hernandez, and Los Amigos picks up an early 1st down in this drive. 1 play, 1 first down.
Yeah, really important drive in the game, I would say. It's early, but it's important.
There goes Huen. Big hole up the middle. Tripped up, but picks up 14. Nice run.
Yeah.
I think he was even surprised how much room he had. He didn't get touched until he was 13 yards down the field.
Yeah, the running game is really starting to gash Bolsa Grande a little bit. Early on, it was 2 yards here and 2 yards there, and now we're looking 10 yards here and 10 yards there.
As long as they're in the right direction and those yellow flags stay in the pockets.
Yeah, and part of it is the running back, but a lot of the credit also goes to the offensive line. They're really doing a good job opening holes out there.
Huen takes the ball. Gain of 4 yards, brought down at the 36 of Bolsa Grande. It will be 2nd down and 6 for the Lobos.
Oh, that looks...
That
somebody jumped.
it looked like offsides.
Yeah, it is. It is
It
offsides.
is on Bolsa Grande. That's going to give us a nice 2nd and 1.
Although there is a discussion happening at the center of the field, and, you know, let's... There we go.
Nope.
It is offsides.
Wait.
Wait, hold on. Oh,
Yeah,
I have never seen a offside / false start at the same time before.
That's bizarre. Well, they called off the penalty, so it's still going to be 2nd and 6. That is, well, referee's prerogative, I guess. I don't know how much prerogative they really have. Coach Tuato is out there arguing his case, calls a timeout. Los Amigos is going to talk about it. They want to do this right with 7 minutes left to go. And as Mr. Derrick said, this is an important drive because this is going to set some tone going into the locker room at halftime. Your glass is still fogging up?
Yeah, from time to time.
It's like watching the game in Corvallis, Oregon.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Ice Bowl or something.
So we would like to thank Mr. Sandro, our athletic director, for letting the genie out of the bottle and putting these microphones on Mr. Derrick and myself. I don't know if you're going to get these off of us for the next game. This is something else.
I know.
This is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have Mr. Christensen show up at one of these games.
Yeah, you know what? I can now call Mr. Oberacker. I used to call you my my colleague and my friend, but now I can call you my broadcast partner.
That's right. It's a whole new, brand new world.
You never forget your first, buddy.
Or what is it? Whole new world. What's the song from Aladdin? Whole new world, brand new world?
That's a whole new world.
My daughters are grown. I don't
Yeah.
watch those movies anymore. But
Mine isn't.
yours isn't. That's why I asked you. I figured you'd know. You probably can sing all the Barney songs, too.
Oh, no, I've never quite went down that route. I don't like the color purple. Okay. It looks like a running play by the Lobos. 3rd down and real short.
Nice gain, 5 yards on that play. 3rd and 1. A little too far out for a field goal attempt. So this is probably 2-down territory for the Lobos right now. And Hernandez picks it up.
Yep.
Takes it himself around the right side. Still very much up the middle, but the right side of the middle, I guess. Picks up a 1st down. It will be 1st and 10. Los Amigos from the 26.
We got a text in here from an alumni with the initials RG. Nice to hear from you, young man. You're a good guy. I miss you. Flag on the play.
There's the flag. Nice run, but there's that darn flag again.
Yeah, and that is at the part where they do call holding on the offense, right?
That was Swen took the ball around the left side. How many years have you been at Los Amigos now?
This would be my, I believe this is my 11th year.
Wow.
I know.
Time goes quick, doesn't it?
How about you? I know you got me beat substantially.
This is, amazingly enough, year 24. And I always can remember that because my daughter turns the age of how many years I've been teaching at Los during the year. She'll be 24 in a couple weeks, and so this is year 24.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I think before this job, the longest I'd ever had one job was 9 months. Here I am, 24 years. All right. Hernandez takes it himself up the middle.
Oops.
Nice gain, about 5 or 6 yards, I think.
They moved them back pretty far. Were there 2 different penalties?
I don't think. It was just a 10-yard penalty, and it was in the backfield. That's why.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we have 2nd down. We did keep the down, which, not a good thing to get the penalty, but at least we kept the down. Looks like 2nd and 18 for the Lobos. Well, he's got him open, but, so close. Another step or two, he might have been able to get his fingers on that. Overthrown right about the goal line. Nice try, but it does give the Lobos, leaves the Lobos with a long 3rd down.
So what do you think the Lobos do here, Mr. Oberacker? Do you think that they try to go for another long play like that, or do you think this is a, go for a run, or what do you think?
I don't think we've seen enough of their kicker to know what his leg is like.
Yeah.
If I had a kicker who could kick, I'd maybe go for 10 yards up the middle and then let him get me 3 points and get that lead. But again, I don't know if their kicker has that kind of leg. I know last year, was it last year? Yeah, it's hard to keep track right now. But we had a soccer player who came out here and had a boot. He could really drive that ball. Might have been a few years ago.
I'm going to assume that's a timeout, Los Amigos.
Yeah, that's about the time they would take one.
Yep.
This is important. They need to get this right. You don't want to give Bolsa Grande any momentum going into the locker room, give them the ball, and let them have a drive.
So with this break in the action, I do have another fun fact for you if you'd like it.
You go for it because you apparently came prepared, and I did not because I didn't realize.
Well, let's start with this. I'm sure everybody here knows what Los Amigos means in Spanish.
Well, I know, the friends.
Of course. Do you know what Bolsa Grande means in Spanish?
The big bag.
It means the big bag, Jim.
It does mean the
What?
big bag. I grew up here. I know Bolsa Grande Beach. We always made fun of the name, but never really the high school. But it is an interesting name when you think about it.
It is. I mean,
The big bag.
doesn't sound like a compliment to me.
No. No, it doesn't. But in Spanish, it actually has a very beautiful ring to it. Bolsa Grande.
Well,
and I don't have the
that's true.
accent. I speak
You sure don't.
English and German. I don't have the Spanish accent, but no, it does sound. It sounds very nice.
Yeah,
Spanish.
I'm assuming there's some subtlety in the language
I'm
that we're
sure
not
there
picking
is.
up on.
I'm
here.
sure there's something we're missing, but I've always thought the name. We made fun of it growing up a little bit just because we knew what it meant, but I always thought it had a nice ring to it.
Big play here. Oh,
Big flag.
yeah, and it's a false start.
And that's going to give Los Amigos a 3rd and 22 after that pushback of 5 yards.
Yeah, it really kind of changes the calculus of what their options are.
Going back to the air. It's a nice throw. Oh! Oh, so close. Almost grabbed on the deflection by number 7. Sound like a fan in here. I'm going ooh and ah.
Yeah, well, it's hard not to get excited.
It's hard not to get excited, but that was almost a spectacular play. Almost. Not quite, though.
You know, Mr. Oberacker, I go to so many sporting events, and this is the first sporting event I have been to in probably close to a year, 13 months.
At least.
Yeah, I used to go to a sporting event every couple weeks, almost.
I don't think I've been to one since football season, fall of 2019.
Oh, my gosh.
4th down, Los Amigos will be punting.
Yeah, didn't have any problem catching it that time.
Gets it off. That's a nice punt, actually, on the
Yeah.
short field. But it is fielded around the 5-yard line. Nice run back.
Is that a fumble? I can't tell. No, maybe not.
Doesn't look like it. I thought maybe. He got hit pretty hard. Takes it back a little over 20 yards. It will be Bolsa Grande's ball, 1st and 10 at the 27. So we have how many high schools in our district? Not counting Hare. Well, I guess we count Hare. Hare is a continuation high school, but full high schools with sports and everything. We have 7 or 8.
Well, there's 6. I think it must be included 6 or 7.
6 or 7. You know, we were talking about Bolsa Grande's name. Every single high school in Garden Grove except one has a Spanish name. Now you're going through the list.
Yes, I certainly.
Which one is it?
Well, Hare, but if you're not counting Hare.
Not counting Hare, because we're talking about the schools with the big sports programs. Hare does count. It is a high school, of course, but it doesn't have the sports that the other high schools have.
are you saying Pacifica? Is Pacifica?
No, Pacifica is a Spanish name.
Why am
Pacifica.
Garden Grove.
Garden Grove. There you go.
Where we're sitting right now.
Where we are. The only high school in the district without a Spanish name.
I saw they're celebrating their 100th year this year.
Wow. Steve Martin went to Garden Grove High School.
Oh,
Did you know
he?
that?
I believe I had heard that, yeah.
100 years, you got to have somebody famous.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm sure that Garden Grove, if we were to really look, I'm sure they're very aware they have a few.
Nice pass down the
Very
sideline.
nice. Right down the right side. Pass is complete, giving the Matadors a first down and 10. Clock will stop. We're at 3:40 left in the half. Chains are set. Clock should start up again. Time is important here.
Nice play.
Nice play by the Lobos defense.
You know, Mr. Oberacker, when it comes down to it, what's really happening here is I think Bolsa's making their hay with pass plays and, you know, the occasional penalty, and Los Amigos is doing it theirs primarily from the run game, and it's really a battle of two styles.
It is, except we also have to take into consideration the negative plays we've been plagued with lately.
Well, and there was that kick return for Bolsa Grande. Bolsa Grande has been quite good in their return game so far this game.
They have. Nice pressure on the quarterback. He does slip away, throws it out of bounds. That will bring up a third down, and there is a
down.
late flag.
Yeah, what could that be?
It could be a taunting. It could be
Late hit out of bounds? I don't know.
maybe if it was, that flag would be over on the sideline. It's on the Matadors.
Yeah, it certainly is.
I don't know what was he doing? It was like two fists together.
Yeah, it was kind of like pumping it up, you know.
You know, that's a interesting call. I'm not sure what that symbol or what that hand gesture is,
Yeah,
but
I thought he was doing a 90s dance move or something.
something that late, it had to be some sort of personal foul, taunting. We'll see how far they mark it off. If it's 15 yards, you know,
Yeah.
whatever it is, it wasn't good. Shout out to Mr. Isaacs. Thank you for the nice words. All right, I finally got Mr. Galbraith's password.
Can you give it to us on the air?
Any students who need a grade change, let me know. Just kidding, of course. And I'm glad I didn't read it out loud while I was doing that.
Oh. Bolsa Grande almost had another successful long pass play, but they just didn't quite make the connection there, and unfortunately for them, but fortunately for us, it's going to be third and long.
Third and very long. Because I was dealing with the computer issue, and I finally have it back up, so I have the roster again. Was that a 15-yard penalty that they marked off?
It certainly looks like it.
It must have been a personal foul of some sort. Third down and, let's count this, 15, 28, third and 28.
That was impressive, Mr. Oberacker. You didn't even use your fingers.
Just use the lines. All right, we have a team tackle there for the Lobos. Negrete and Campos both together brought down I think it was number 5 or number 8 for the Matadors, but regardless of who he was, the Lobos defense held strong, stopped him, just a very short gain. We are looking at a fourth and long, and the Lobos are going to get this ball back. Probably a little under 2 minutes to go in the half.
Yep. They will have their chance to get a few more points before the end of the half and really, you know, tilt the game in their favor a little bit. We have a guest in the booth, Mr. Sandro, with 2
Thank you, Mr.
refreshing
Sandro.
waters.
Doing a great job.
Thank you,
Mr. Sandro says we're doing a great job. I don't know if he's being
I don't think he's
serious.
Oh, can you hear us? Oh, good.
Yeah. All right. As I said, did you hear me say you let the genie out of the bottle? I don't know if you're going to be able to take these back.
You guys can have them as long as you want. We have quite an audience. It's about 175 people.
Hey.
At one point.
Cool.
I don't know. Let's find out. How many people do we have on there? 165 people listening to this right now. I'm starting to get nervous. That was a nice punt. Punt falls dead about the 39-yard line. Los Amigos is going to get this ball with some decent field position. Mr. Sandro here sporting his UCLA face mask.
Fresh off a victory.
Yeah.
Fresh off a victory. We'll see what happens with my Trojans tomorrow.
I thought they played tonight. Am I wrong on
No,
that?
Saturday night.
Gotcha.
USC and Drake.
I like it better when they play on Thursday and Friday instead of Friday and Saturday. I don't know what that's all about.
1st and 10, Los
There we go.
Amigos.
Crucial drive.
Nice presence in the pocket there. He held that ball, checked down his receivers. That was really a nice play by Hernandez.
Yeah, threw it
He
to the
got the ball-
receiver, yeah.
Got the ball to him. He just got hit, couldn't handle it, and it was incomplete, but the ball was delivered where it needed to be delivered.
Only takes a few seconds off the clock.
It'll be a 2nd down and 10 for the Lobos. Mr. Everything.
Yeah, there he is.
Takes the ball down to the 30. Nice pickup for Huen.
Looks like it's just short of a 1st down. I mean, they need about a half a yard or something. Here we go. And he right up the middle. Perfect.
Nice job, Huen.
And you know, one of the quirks of the high school and or college game is that when you get a 1st down like that, it stops the clock. So when there's a minute 20 left and you got about 20 yards to go, that clock stoppage is very important.
I think we have at least one timeout left.
Yeah.
So
Of course,
that in our
I work
pocket.
the clock, so I always think all that clock stuff is important.
Lots of time back there for Hernandez.
Ooh,
A
dangerous.
little high on the throw. It was dangerous, but it was so high I don't think anybody was coming down with that. Garcia was the intended receiver.
Oh, there is a flag
and
on the
there
play.
is I didn't see it go down. Was that late or was that during the play?
I don't know. That seems like a place where you might expect holding on the defense, but let's see.
No,
Nope.
unfortunately,
My
I see
mistake.
the crowd moving to the left,
Yeah.
which isn't good. You want to know who it's against? Just look at the players because they usually know. Somebody is guilty
Yeah.
and they know it,
And-
or
and they're moving way back,
just
by the way.
deferred.
Yeah.
Could have been a chop block. Could have been a number of things. Could have been
Yeah.
a hold.
It's a 15. Oh, it looks like a 15. Oh, well. What's there?
Sending some love right back at you, Mr. Hendershot.
First and long.
Ooh. Oh. 1st and 14 on that. Pass was intended for Negrete. It's a little bit low when it got to him. Kind of around the ankles. Couldn't pick it up. Had a defender right on top of him. So no doubt he heard footsteps. And, you can't blame a kid for not catching that one.
Yeah, he took a pretty big hit and popped up pretty quick. So a lot of toughness from that young man.
Second down and 14 for the Lobos. Clock's down to 52.
Look out for number 22 coming in there, and there he is. Gets to the quarterback.
Wow. Untouched. came in from the left side, had one blocker, running back, and got right around him.
Yeah, that was a tricky little blitz by that guy, and he sure made it count.
At least Hernandez saw him coming and was able to protect the ball. Los Amigos still has the ball. Lost some yardage, but it's still our ball. Clock is running, though, down to 20 seconds.
I think Los Amigos is going to try to hold on to for the last play, if there's even a last play.
Well, we're at 3rd and 25. No point in letting Bolsa get it back. Handoff to Huen. He is stopped a little bit shy of the line of scrimmage, and as he is stopped, the clock winds down to 0. Which brings us to the end of the first half in tonight's game. Our score after 2 quarters of football: the Bolsa Grande Matadors 15, the Los Amigos Lobos 14. Enjoy your halftime break. We will be back in about 20 minutes.
I just jinxed myself. Oh, okay. And we're back.
We are on.
Welcome back, everybody. Just as a reminder, we are starting the second half. The Matadors of Bolsa Grande are winning 15-14 versus your Los Amigos Lobos.
Do you remember who got the ball first half?
I believe
We did, because we had that long drive.
You're right. That's right.
So Matadors are going to be receiving the second half kickoff. We'll need that Lobo defense to put up a good wall and stop them and get that ball back.
Yeah, still a lot of ball game.
I always have to remind myself, 12-minute quarters in high school football.
Yep.
Throws me off every time. In fact, there was one day years ago when I had to do the clock like you're doing, and didn't even think about it. I just set it to 15 minutes. And I think right before the kickoff, the umpire was yelling, screaming up at me, and I had no clue what he was yelling about. And somebody, in probably a very unfriendly way, reminded me that I had it messed up, and we got it right.
I remember one time I messed up the clock and I didn't run it before halftime, and I got yelled at by Mrs. Braddock worse than she ever yelled at me for anything ever in my life.
Well, it was football.
Yeah, exactly right. Mrs. Braddock, if you're listening, you might be. I miss you.
If you had said something bad about the Packers, you might have been yelled at even more.
I never did.
All right, Los Amigos kicking off toward the east. Short kick, taken at about the 20. Returned by the Matadors to the 37. It will be 1st and 10, Bolsa Grande.
And that Bolsa Grande return game they've been good all game long. Special teams are an underrated part of the football game, but they are an important part.
Now, I still do not have a roster for Bolsa Grande, so I will just be calling numbers occasionally. I do have a roster for Los Amigos, so as long as I can get it back into this computer if it shuts down again, I will be calling out names as best I can.
Oh, watch.
Nice play in the backfield. It was kind of not really a play action. It was a fake pass and then a handoff.
Yeah, almost like a draw.
Like a draw. Number 2, Los Amigos read it, had him dead to right, dropped him about 3 yards back from the line of scrimmage, make that 4 yards back. It will be 2nd down and 14.
Los Amigos' defensive line is really having a great game.
Quarterback had to scramble a bit. Number 5 for the Matadors was the intended receiver. Ball falls short, incomplete. Will give the Matadors a 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, nice pressure again by the Lobos.
You take away that safety. How often do you see a safety? Take away that run back on the kick return.
Yeah.
There's 9 points right there. This would be a relatively comfortable Lobo league.
That's true.
They are playing well. They just need to put some more plays together, get a good drive going.
Well, there's a play right there.
Right back on top. That was a great defensive stop. Picked up a few yards, brought it up to about the 42, 41. It will be 4th down and 11 for the Matadors, a punting situation from their own side of the field. This will give Los Amigos a chance to have a nice drive with a good starting point.
Yeah, we could use some of that special teams magic right now.
There will be no return. Juan lets it bounce. It falls and bounces down to about the 24, 25-yard line. It will be 1st and 10, Los Amigos. 75 yards away from the end zone.
So, Mr. Oberacker, I heard you had some information for us.
I do. One of my colleagues, Mr. Isaac, sent me some tidbits of information about tidbits. I don't want to. That doesn't sound right to me. This is important stuff about Mr. Monsoor, the man for whom this stadium was named. I'm going to wait till after the play, and then I'll share what he sent me.
Look at that.
Look, nice run by Huen. 20-yard gain, picks up a Lobo first down. So it turns out when Mr. Monsoor was killed in, and I keep saying Mr. because I probably should look up his rank, and I don't have that handy, and I don't want to get it wrong. When he was killed in Iraq, he was killed protecting his buddies. He jumped on a grenade and saved others in his unit when that grenade exploded. So a true American hero.
Yep,
No doubt about it.
That's heroism at its best.
Gain of 7 yards on that play, 2nd down and 7. I am going to look up Monsoor. There he is again. I want to make sure I get his rank correct. I want to give him all the honor that he deserves. Medal of Honor, Silver Star, Bronze Star, and Purple Heart recipient.
Mr. Everything. There. Okay, that is a first down. Los Amigos. Nice run.
Nice run. We are continuing what we were doing early in that first, or from the beginning of that first half. Running the ball well, getting positive yardage. I don't want to jinx it, but let's keep that flag in the ref's pocket. Don't hit me if it comes out now.
Yeah, the running game is really making good progress out there. I think that is, I can't tell. That is a very close to a first down. It looks like it's going to be about 2nd and a yard.
Lobos have the ball on the 28-yard line. And that is when Mr. Everything picks up the ball. He's gonna come looking for you once he hears that name. Picks up about 4 yards and a Los Amigos first down. So Michael Monsoor's rank, according to Wikipedia, the Know All website, Master at Arms, 2nd class was his rank. And his Medal of Honor was awarded posthumously by President George W. Bush. 1st and 10, Los Amigos. Huen takes the ball to the right side.
First real negative play by the Los Amigos running game in quite some time. They've been gashing the Matadors, but right there, Matadors get a stop, and it's about 2nd and 12, right?
2nd and 12, loss of 2. Hernandez takes it himself to the left.
Oh, and
flag at the very end of the play.
Yeah, what could that be at the very end there? That's the sort of thing that you might expect to see, like some sort of like face mask or something on Bolsa Grande, I would say.
Or a little pushing and shoving maybe after, because he was long gone when that flag came out. He was 10 yards down the field.
Well, let's see. Like you say, where's the team? They're moving back. Oh, there's one back there too. I see. That's against the Lobos. That is unfortunate timing.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Block in the back. We could hear the call from the field.
That is the one benefit to not having too many fans here, is that we can actually hear what the referees say.
So it looks like 23, 2nd down and 23. As they would say in Italian, that referee has a grande telefono. I think that's right. Big voice.
Oh.
I heard that somewhere in a movie or a video and stuck. I don't know why. I probably said it completely wrong, so I'll probably get some
I hope you didn't say.
email correcting my bad Italian.
I hope you didn't say something totally different than what you meant to say. That's
Well, let's hope not. We
let's
do the best we can.
okay. Well, it's third and pretty long, right? About 3rd and 20 or so.
We are at 3rd and 19.
And this is one of those situations where you might want to take a shot and.
It's 2-down territory.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, actually. That's a
I
good
think the
point.
defense has played well enough that I think you've got 2 downs to try to get it close enough for a field goal, perhaps.
Oh, and that might be a false start.
That is a false start. So that's 5 more negative yards, unfortunately.
Yeah, Lobos really shooting themselves in the foot or the paw today.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, wow.
That's going to push them back to the 38. Bolsa Grande 38.
You know, they say
Well-
there's about a 20-second delay down there, so in about 20 seconds I expect to see everybody laughing in the stands really loud.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, nobody seemed to be laughing when I used the pack of Lobos on the tackle, so
Yeah.
maybe people just missed it. Hernandez takes it around the right side. He's got some room. Ultimately wedged out of bounds around the 30. Nope, I take that back. 27-yard line.
Yeah, nice play. Not exactly the yardage that they needed, but it was certainly a positive play. Now the question is, what do they do now?
Looks to me like they're going to punt this. Well, maybe
I don't
not.
think so.
Hernandez
I think
is out there, isn't
number
he?
70 is their punter. I remember him.
You were right.
He's nifty.
They just were spread out so far.
And in fact, look at him. Number 70 plays the offensive line. What a renaissance man.
combo.
Yeah, exactly. You don't hear that one very often. Big play, 4th down, scrambling, throw to the
Yeah.
end zone, nobody there.
Well, 21 was close, I guess. Close like horseshoes close. Silva was in the vicinity, but no chance to catch that one. Yeah, it was an interesting formation. They spread everybody out so wide. And they really had the field covered from right to left, but couldn't pull it off. So turnover on downs. It'll be Matadors ball, 1st and 10 from the, get this right, 27-yard line. Time for the defense to step up.
Yeah.
We have already seen about 6 minutes, about half of the 3rd quarter tick away.
Yeah, in the beginning of the first half, beginning of the second half. Well, actually, I take it back. I was going to say that the Lobos dominated. I mean, they basically did, first half and second half. They had a pretty big drive to.
Snap on the ground.
Yeah. Oh.
Lots of pressure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you there, but
No,
that
no,
was
it's
a
okay.
developing play for
Yeah,
sure.
please. I didn't have anything important to say. That was the Lobos once again. They get good pressure there and enough to pressure the quarterback into making a rushed throw out of bounds.
Incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Matadors.
But yeah, like I was saying, Los Amigos has had a really nice drive, nice long drive at the beginning of each half so far. Unfortunately, that last one didn't end up in points, but they're showing that they can hold on to the ball for long stretches if that's what they're prone to do, you know. Also with 3 receivers.
A little confusion, it seems,
Yeah,
down there
wow.
on their side.
What are we?
And timeout, Bolsa Grande. Yeah, there was just a bit of uncertainty on the side of the players. With that timeout, I think I will bring up another bit of news that I heard. I was not aware of this. Los Amigos varsity baseball coach Aaron Pines is battling cancer, and I'm very sorry to hear that. He has a GoFundMe page that's set up. If you want to search the name Aaron Pines on GoFundMe, you can help him out, contribute to the fund to help him beat this and get back to full health and be there for, I don't know Mr. Pines' family story, but if he has children, if he has a wife, parents, brother, sister, they, I'm sure, are praying and hoping for his speedy recovery. There was a story in the LA Times on the 18th of March, so just yesterday, If you search Google, I'm sure you'd be able to find it. A story, local teacher, Coach Aaron Pines battling cancer. So read up about it and give Mr. Pines your support. He is a varsity baseball coach here at Los Amigos.
Yeah, we're thinking about you, Coach. You know what I heard about his GoFundMe page is that he actually has a video from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to him, wishing him the best of health and the best of luck. So if for no other reason, go check that out, and
Nice.
maybe you can donate too while you're at it. Incomplete pass on second down by Bolsa Grande, and now we're left with a 3rd down and 10.
Bolsa Grande got the ball. They're still stuck at the 27-yard line. Haven't moved it a bit. If we can get a stop here, this would be exactly what we need. Up, quarterback keeper had a
he
big
could go a
hole,
long
and
way.
he took it all the way past the
Well.
50. There's a flag, probably a late hit.
Yeah, that's not going to help, is it?
Brought him down quite some time after he went out of bounds. Unfortunate ending there for the Lobos on that play. This is going to end up being about a 30, 40-yard play for the Matadors.
Yeah, and it's hard when you're out there on the field and you see the guy like that. You know, it's hard to hold up. You know, when you and tell where you are relative to the sideline, but it is a costly play nonetheless.
So they marked the spot that he went out of bounds at, looks like about the 48-yard line. For a split second, I almost said the 52-yard line.
They have not moved those chains yet.
They have not, but they
Guess they're waiting maybe.
They are marking off the penalty. I don't know if you heard that, but the old trick up here, I almost said 52-yard line. I was just looking and caught myself. We try to fool each other once in a while.
That's like saying 13 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. We do play tricks on each other up here once in a while, especially Mr. Christensen.
Yeah.
He's an easy one to play tricks on.
We miss that old guy.
You wouldn't recognize him. His hair is it's pretty long these days.
Well, come to school on Tuesday, Lobos, and find out
There
for
you go.
yourself.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Matadors. Number 13 receives the pass right side. Picks up about 8 yards on the play. Nice play for the Matadors.
Referee launches a flag from the backfield, and who knows what that's all about.
My glasses were so fogged up, I couldn't see it at all.
Yeah, well, he showed off quite a cannon there, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, it's on the Lobos again.
Well, I think Coach Tawato is going to have a little bit of work to do with the penalties here.
Yep.
But they're young. It's early in a strange season.
Yeah.
And the last time any of these kids played real football was a year and a half ago. I mean, think of how much they've grown in that time, especially at that age. It's unbelievable. But here they are, and that's the amazing thing. Whatever happens tonight, you know, we'd love to win, but whatever happens tonight, it's just great to have these kids back out on the field playing football.
Agree 100%.
Sack of the quarterback. It is, by the way, it was 1st and goal. That ball was right at the 10, so they marked it as 1st and goal. Now with the sack, we have 2nd and goal from the 14-yard line.
You know, Mr. Oberacker, our motto at Los Amigos is pause, right? And the P, the first letter of that, it stands for persevere. And, you know, there's no greater example of perseverance than these kids on the field tonight.
Run around to left side, forced out of bounds, right about the original line of scrimmage for this set of downs. So it will be 3rd. It should be 3rd, right?
I believe it is 3rd.
Yes, it is. 3rd down and goal from the 10. And you are correct about perseverance.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. I mean, these kids were hoping for a season back in August, September. Here we are in March. First day of spring is tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah.
And they're playing football. I mean, who would have guessed? Who would have guessed a year ago, March 13th, our last day in class, that this would be the first time we would have anything like this again?
Really important play right here. Oh, there's a flag in the backfield once again. could be a hold.
Number 10 for the Matadors was the intended receiver. Pass was overthrown in the back right corner of the end zone. It does look like the penalty is against the Matadors. At least I'm hearing some applause.
It was a hold.
From
It was a
stands.
hold.
Well, it would have been fourth down. Do you really want to take that penalty and give them that? They've had the luck of the Irish, so to speak, since St. Patrick's Day just passed.
That is a quite a conundrum right there from a strategic point of view.
I don't know about that. They've taken some chances and they've gotten some long gains on plays when they needed them. I don't know if I'd want to see them have another shot. Maybe a field goal is a better option. Who knows? I mean, I'm not the coach, so we'll see what happens. High snap, pulled down. 15 is looking for a receiver, but nobody there. He throws it out of bounds. Okay, it worked. Worked for us, not for them.
Never doubt the coach.
No.
I heard he's a big guy.
No, because that was a decision for the Matadors, not for us.
Was it? No, it was a penalty on us, so we got to choose it whether or not.
Sorry. Yeah. You are right. You're right. I confused myself. That happens sometimes. At my age, that happens a lot of times.
I make it a habit never to doubt a football coach on tape.
I'm a USC fan. We doubt coaches all the time.
Yeah, well, with that coaching staff.
Since Pete Carroll.
Wow. They're going for about what is this? This is going to be about a 40-yard field goal.
Yeah, 42-yard field goal attempt. The ball will be set down at the 31, so 41 yards.
You don't see them this long in high school very often. Oh, boy.
No, not even close. The ball hit the ground at about the 7-yard line.
Yeah.
So he just didn't get under it. He just didn't get a good shot. I don't think the hold was what he needed. If they were going to set him up to kick that, then clearly he's got the leg to do it, and the play didn't pan out for him. But good for the Lobos because it keeps that 1-point deficit, gives us a shot now, and let's see what we can do. That was a dream scenario for Los Amigos.
Wow. Speaking of dreams, I had an interesting dream last night.
Did you like that setup?
Yeah, it was great. I had this dream, and this is going to sound weird. It was me and it was Mrs. Garcia. Not the teacher, the principal.
Careful.
We were kind of in the sky, and it was kind of like a hot air balloon sort of thing, except there was no basket. It was like a bench. And we were slowly descending, Mrs. Garcia and I. And as we were descending, I noticed that the bench, it didn't have any handles. It had no seatbelts or anything like that, and I started freaking out. And I started clutching on, and I was scared, and and she was very calm next to me. And I woke up and I thought, what the heck was that all about?
You're the psychologist. You tell me.
Yeah, well, I thought about it a little bit, and I think what it told me, first down, short run for the Lobos. What it
3-yard gain there.
Yeah, what it told me is, I think I'm a little nervous about coming back to school.
Could be.
Yeah. I mean.
Could be there, Dr. Freud.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess my message to all you Lobos out there would be, hey, if the psychologist is a little nervous about coming back, it's normal for you guys to feel a little nervous about coming back. We're all feeling nervous. We're feeling excited, all that stuff. So let's all feel it together starting next week.
2nd down and 7 for the Lobos. Hernandez takes the ball up the middle.
Yeah, short run.
I'm actually in my head. I'm watching football, but I'm picturing you on a bench in a hot air balloon.
It was weird.
With Mrs. Garcia.
Yeah, I know.
And trying to come up with an explanation, and I don't even want to try because
she was calm in the dream. She was calm as a cucumber.
I would expect that. But
I know.
That's just an interesting dream.
If you can come up with a better interpretation, let me know. But I think I got this one pinned down.
I think you're probably right on, because we're all definitely nervous. Kids are nervous. Teachers are nervous. Administrators are nervous.
Yeah.
Dr. Ravina's nervous. Everybody's a little nervous just because it's almost like starting over.
Well, it's like the first day of school,
It is.
First day of school is exciting and nervous at the same time,
And speaking of first, Los Amigos picked up a first down.
Brilliantly done.
Thank you. But I will say, I've been teaching 24 years. We established that earlier, that I'm an experienced teacher. I won't use the word old.
No.
But even to this day, first day of school, I get the butterflies.
Yeah.
I get nervous. And this next week is kind of like that. Kind
Yeah.
of like that. But in such a different way. I think the kids, for the most part, those that are coming back, especially the freshmen, they've got to be excited to finally be on a high school campus.
Totally.
You know, high school at home isn't what any of them thought of when they thought about going to high school. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody ever dreamt that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Nice gain there on that play while we were talking about coming back to school. Gain of about 4 yards, 2nd down and 6 for the Lobos at the 41, their own 41.
Oh, that looks like that flag's on the field. That is going to be an offside. And that should be a first down.
I don't think so. I think they're still going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, they're moving them.
Well, they definitely didn't have that down marker in the right place then, because it was clearly about 4 yards. But okay, I'll take the first
Yeah,
down.
let's,
I'm not going
absolutely.
to argue about it. So 1st and 10 for the Lobos. Now we are at the 46. High snap, pulled down by Hernandez. Handed off to Huen, and he is dropped.
Yeah, a lot of credit to the Bolsa Grande defensive line there. They blew that play right up and, stopped the Lobos.
No gain, no loss. Well, maybe a slight loss. If he lost anything, he lost a shoe length. That's about it. So 2nd down and 10. Hernandez keeps it himself. Cuts through the middle on the right side. Picks up 5 yards. Make that 4 yards. They've split it. It's right on the 50-yard line.
Yeah,
Exactly dead center.
right on that Navy SEAL logo.
Just above it. 3rd down and 6.
Nothing doing there.
No, that did not pan out the way they hoped. I got to log into this computer again. That's what happens. We get talking, the game gets rolling. I don't need the roster, and I forget to touch the keypad. All right, I've got Mr. Galbraith's password again, and we'll get ourselves back in.
4th down, about 4th and 6th. Oh, then it looks like they're going to punt it. My mistake. And there's number 70 again. Offensive lineman / punter.
Wasn't it Randy White who was punter / quarterback?
Was he? I didn't know that.
I believe he was for the Dallas Cowboys.
Not Larry Zonka, was it? It was one of those guys. There was some bear who did that sort of thing too. George Blanda.
I think you're right. I'm pretty sure it was Randy White because I can picture my old Randy White football card back from the day.
Randall Cunningham did some punting in his day as well, if I remember correctly.
So after the punt, it will be 1st and 10 Matadors. They will have the ball at their own 17-yard line. So a decent punt. Anytime you can pin the other team inside the 20, you've more or less achieved your goal.
Under a minute left in the 3rd quarter.
'15's pass complete to number 10.
Oh, yeah,
Brought
still
down
on
on the play by Flores. Matadors pick up about 5 yards, 2nd down and 5. Clock is winding down on the 3rd quarter, about 35 seconds left to go. It looks like, are going to end this quarter without any points. Pass out to the right side, enough for a Matador 1st down. After that incredibly fast start we saw.
yeah.
What did we say we had? 20 points, or I don't remember the exact number in the first
I
quarter.
think it was 22.
22, and now we're only at 29.
Yeah.
So we've had one touchdown since the first quarter.
One Lobo touchdown.
Clock is running at 10 seconds. 1st and 10. Oh, why? 10 was, he was wide open. Quarterback's eyes got big. He launched that ball and just overthrew it. His adrenaline kicked in. He gave that thing an extra 5 yards that it didn't need. But that does bring us to the end of the third quarter. Our score with 12 minutes of football left to play. Bolsa Grande Matadors 15, Los Amigos Lobos 14. So have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
This is starting to feel like the movie Airplane with these questions you're asking me. To answer your question, no, I have not been in a hot air balloon with Mrs. Garcia or otherwise.
I didn't even ask that. I'm not even asking about the dream anymore. The dream just, made me think. And
Yeah, have you?
I have once.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
long time ago.
Mr. Obracker, you told me you were scared going to the roof of the press box here at Michael Monsoor Stadium. I can't imagine you found a hot air balloon very
I'll tell
enjoyable.
you what, my fear of heights was something I did not have when I was younger. It's something that probably began to develop in my 30s, and I started noticing it more and more. And today, I just really don't like it. Don't like it at all.
As your school psychologist, Mr. Obracker, you can come to my office anytime and we can talk about this.
Oh, I will. I have. And I will again.
I probably won't fix anything for you, but if you want to talk, come on by.
Oh, thank you. Good to know the door's always open.
It certainly is.
Yeah, my hot air balloon experience was in Temecula.
Huh.
Long time ago. It was a birthday gift, and it was I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. There was no fear of death. Maybe back then.
Yeah. To be young again, right?
Yes, no kidding. My daughters both turned 18, and each of them on their own went skydiving.
Oh, really?
Didn't tell us until after the fact.
Oh, that's funny.
But even watching their little videos, it made my heart practically stop.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Not because of the heights, because they were my daughters skydiving.
Yeah.
Don't care if it was my daughters, my wife, my father. I wouldn't be happy watching it, and I wasn't.
Well, nice little scramble there by the Bolsa Grande quarterback for a first down.
Picks up about 13, 14 yards.
I'd like to give a shout out to the cheerleaders out here today. We've been told, and I can't confirm if it's true or not, but that they got permission to come to the game today. And so for them to show up in uniform, choreographed, and ready to go with that kind of short notice, it just shows the sort of dedication those ladies have.
Well,
and gentlemen.
Shout out to their parents for getting them here, and being on the spot to make it happen for them. They spend a lot of time, and being a cheerleader is not cheap. It costs some money. I don't know how much, but uniforms, all that stuff, there is some expense, and parents put in a lot of effort to make these dreams come true for their kids. And see, there we go, dreams again. I keep bringing up dreams.
Stop it. Another first down for Bolsa Grande. We'd also be remiss if we didn't mention Mrs. Bernhardt and her dance team. They came and put on a great show for us, too, as well. Thanks, everybody. It's great to see you out here.
The only thing we're missing is the band.
Yeah.
We have fans. We don't have a lot, but, more than I expected, to be honest.
There's just two things, the band and Mr. Christensen.
And Mr. Christensen, exactly. I'm sure if he's listening, he'd probably send me a text.
That's true, he would.
And I haven't received one, so I don't think he's listening. Well, that was a kind of a busted play there.
Yeah.
Looked into pass, nothing available, ran around to the left and stopped by the Lobos about a yard short of the line of scrimmage. I don't think you technically count that as a sack.
Yeah, I don't think so because he started running forward, right?
Once he started running, it's a running play at that point.
Yep.
I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
I think they call that a tackle for a loss, right? Which, I mean, in the end, who cares? It's a loss of one for the Bolsa Grande.
And a loss of a down.
Yep.
It's good for us. But they are knocking on midfield. They're at the 49, their own 49. Pass complete to the right side. Number 5 for the Matadors, forced out of bounds by
tackle.
Gwen.
Mr. Everything, there he is again.
And Silva for the Lobos. gain of 8 yards brings up 3rd down and 3.
He's had quite a game with an interception, some nice tackles out there, and, of course, all the running plays. He really has been Mr. Everything.
I wasn't going to say it. I was just going to let you fill that one in.
Yeah, well. Nice pressure by the Lobos, and
He was lucky to get that away.
yeah, he was.
It wasn't much of a pass, but in under that kind of pressure, he probably saved.
Oh.
Ooh, grounding maybe?
That was a very late flag.
There was no receiver
gr-
over there, but it did go past the line of scrimmage.
Nice call, Mr. Oberacker. Grounding indeed.
It is grounding.
For those who don't know, that's a loss of downs and a loss of yardage. The rare loss of down and yardage penalty.
No, he was out of the pocket, though. If you're out of the
Yeah,
pocket
yeah.
and he got it past the line of scrimmage,
You never know what the high school
gotta
rules are.
question that.
Yeah.
we need a replay. Replay booth. Can we get a replay on that?
Well, no, I don't think we want a replay. I think we'll just take that.
Well, no, we don't. You're right, but we do want the game called correctly. I don't know. I'm not going to question the refs too much. I
Yeah.
just did, I guess. a little
Sometimes
bit.
we don't know what we're talking about.
If we could watch it on replay, maybe
Oh.
maybe we'd call it differently. But that's how it was called. It's 4th down, and Matadors are punting.
Just like your teacher. If your teacher tells you something's the rule, that's the rule.
And there's another flag.
They're counting the amount of players. I think they suspect that Bolsa Grande might have one too many players out there.
Well, they had some players running. It might have been an illegal substitution, too. They had some coming in, some going out. Seemed to be a little bit of confusion there. Whatever it is, they are pushing
Yeah.
Bolsa Grande back another 5. They're now back to the 40. Good for the Lobos. Clock is under 10 minutes, so time is becoming more and more important with each play.
Yeah. This is at the time where a nice return from the kick returner would be a real boon to the Los Amigos Lobos. Oop.
Well, Hoen tried to catch that on the run, couldn't quite handle it. Luckily, kept it in front of him.
Yeah.
Was able to knock it down. Recovered. It's not a fumble, but it was a live ball once he touched it. He recovered it. Los Amigos will have the ball 1st and 10 on the 31. You know, all this talking, I'm noticing my voice is starting to crack a little bit.
Yeah, well, we're getting you warmed up for next week.
My goodness. It's not that I haven't been talking.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
It's
a fair
the cold
point.
air, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Blame it on something.
Looks like there's some discussion with the referees here. Friendly chat. Referee saunters to the sideline. Wants to talk to the head coach of Los Amigos.
So
Friend-
Coach Tuato,
Yeah.
Mwapu, he was my student
Oh, was
many,
he?
many, many moons ago. I want to say probably close to 20 years ago.
Do you have any memories of
I
what kind of
do.
student he
Oh,
was?
He was a great kid. He was. I enjoyed having Mwapu in class.
Hey, like they say, once a Lobo, always a Lobo. And, you know, oftentimes Lobos find their way back to the den, as they say. Oh.
So Hernandez takes that himself, picks up a couple yards.
Looks like there is a Bolsa Grande player down.
There is 3 yards on that play. So I got a text from a former student, SR initials. He knows who he is. He said, it's a sack anytime the quarterback is, I get it, my glasses are fogging up, is tackled before the line of scrimmage. That's at least his take on it. Don't want to say he's not right, but it's good for the defender stats. Well, I definitely would agree with that.
If you're saying you want us to, SR, thanks for the input.
I don't know. I still think, in my mind, if once the quarterback tucks and begins to run, But then again, I may be wrong. Doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
My wife's around, it happens more often than I'd like.
It'll start happening more the older you get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so right now we got a young man down, and it is one of the unfortunate parts of this sport is that, people do get hurt, and right now we're just hoping for the best for this young man from Bolsa Grande. Players from each team. Oh, and he's up. That's good. Fans give a subdued applause for the young man, and we hope that he's doing all right.
Number 22 is the, I don't want to say injured, but definitely shaken up player. He looks a little woozy. Maybe he's had it for the night. These kids aren't, I don't know their conditioning, what they've been doing to prepare for this game, but when you don't play live football for a year and a half, to come back at the speed of a game, it throws you off a bit. And we wish him the best.
It wouldn't be a surprise to see fatigue being a factor at this point of the game. And I'm not talking about the young man necessarily. I'm just talking about everybody at this point.
Yeah, bodies are getting hit harder than they've been hit. Legs are probably getting a little tired. Oh,
not quite.
Wide open. Campos was wide open down the left side of the field. Ball was a little high, and he just didn't have enough reach to pull it down.
They took their shot right there. Now it's third down and about 7.
About 7 yards.
Yeah.
So I guess we have quite a few sports that are back. I know water polo's been back for a while now.
Yeah.
In fact, I believe their season is wrapping up.
By the way, get well soon, Coach Brogdon. I heard you hurt your foot, and we're all thinking about you. We love you, Coach.
I think it was Mr. Christensen's fault, too.
Yeah, and Hegberg.
Hegberg was there, too?
Yep.
Christensen tried to get me to come play pickleball or whatever they call it, and I told him I couldn't. My shoulder's not in the best of shape. And after hearing about Brogdon, I'm glad I didn't do it.
Well, Brogdon went down, and then they tried to get you and me playing. It's like, no thanks.
It's a nice run by Wen. Very nice.
Yep, there he goes. That was a really important play, by the way. First down for the Lobos in a crucial point of the game.
Picks up the first down, a few more, and we are now in business. We are at the 47. Los Amigos 47, but that is a much better position than where we were. 9 minutes to go, 1st and 10. Huen takes it, picks up 4 yards. 2nd down and 6, crosses the 50. We are in Matador territory.
Yeah, it should be noted that even though there's 9 minutes left in the game, the Lobos are in no rush. I mean, they are methodically moving their way up the field, and hopefully it'll culminate with a score.
And a short clock for the Matadors.
Yeah, absolutely right. Nice.
Big hole in the middle. Hernandez takes it himself, picks up the first down with a little spare change.
Yeah, you would be talking about coins, wouldn't you, Mr. Oberacker?
Any chance I get.
I know.
Los Amigos has the ball, 1st and 10 at the Matadors' 38-yard line. Yeah, nowhere to go on that. He had 3 or 4 Matadors around him. Huen got pulled down by the jersey. Loss of about a yard and a half. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
We got a text here from Mr. Hendershot. He has been on top of it today. He sent a little text about what the definition of a sack, and he says, a sack occurs when the quarterback is tackled behind the line of scrimmage prior to an attempt to complete a forward pass. There you go.
Okay. And at that point, I believe he was no longer attempting to complete a forward pass.
Yeah, he says it has to be clear that the quarterback was attempting a pass or was in the pocket with no complete objective. Mr. Hendershot, that's what I thought. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So we were right.
An SR or whatever his name was? Sorry.
But, hey, we appreciate the input, and You know, I get it with the stats. If you're a defender, you want that sack.
Now, so we just Los Amigos got a first down, but there is a flag on the play.
And
Man,
it
it's
is
a
against
hold.
the Lobos.
I think we might call that Lobo laundry on the field.
Needs to be orange.
That's my first attempt at catchphrase, and I don't think it went very well.
No, I would say no.
Yeah, you don't want catchphrases about negative occurrences either.
And you don't want an orange flag because you don't want to own the flag. But this evening we unfortunately have.
So that looks like that was a hold, and it's going to be about a 10-yard penalty, which should make it about 2nd and 20 approximately.
It's 2nd and blackjack, to be exact.
Yeah. That is one of the first things I want to. Oh, here we go. One of the first things I want to do when I get fully vaccinated is take a little trip to Las Vegas.
Well, spring break's right around the corner.
Here we go. So 2nd and long. 7 minutes left in the game.
Oh,
yeah.
no. Wide open receiver, but little too much heat on the ball. Little high, little bit in front of intended receiver Doe. 3rd and 21 for the Lobos. Ball is on the 49-yard line. Matador side of the field. Lobos are moving from right to left from our field of view. That would be from east to west toward the scoreboard.
Looks like a timeout on the field. Bolsa.
You know, for a first game, everything considered, yes, there have been a number of penalties, but these teams have come out. They've played hard. They've fought hard. It's a good game. It's a close game.
From a fan's perspective, it's an entertaining game.
And it's a game. We're here playing football. I mean, that's a win for everybody.
Yep.
It's a win for these kids. It's a win for their parents. It's a win for the coaches, for the high schools, for the district, for the community.
Yeah, not to be dramatic about it, but it's almost a win for society, you know?
Well, we're a little bit in California, a little more cautious. Our government has been about COVID. I know in some states they've been playing. They played football in the fall. But for us here and what we've been through, it's a good sign to see that maybe we are finally approaching that other side of the hill.
Yeah, I think normalcy is the word.
I keep thinking to myself, it will be nice to be able to do this without the mask and without the fog on my glasses. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not, it's, you know.
That's not going to be
It's a small thing, but it's an annoyance.
Maybe the fall. And if we don't have that mask, at least I won't have to look at that Giants logo across your face either.
Hey, wow.
I knew I should have worn my Dodgers mask tonight. I should have worn it.
Big play, 3rd and 20. Drop back for the pass. Yeah.
Negrete was open across the middle of the field. The ball just could not get to him. Brings up a 4th and 21 for the Lobos. I will say, I'd rather you wear a Giants mask than an Astros mask.
I bet you would.
At least the Giants championships were earned.
They certainly were. All three of them.
I'll give you credit for that.
So Lobos look like they're going to punt here, and it seems like the right decision. There is no reason for them to be desperate at this point of the game. Punt it to Bolsa, hope there's not a big return, and then see what the defense can do. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what?
Line drive punt.
Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's not the end of the world either.
It got the job done.
Yeah.
And, you know, the snap, if you notice, was a little bit off center.
Yeah, it was.
He had to step right and was able to get it, control it, and got it off. It was a line drive. He probably kicked it a total of 23, 24 yards.
There has been some difficulty with the snap tonight. I will say, when possible, number 70 has done a good job of making the best he can out of it.
So the Matadors do have the ball at the 30-yard line, their own 30. It is 1st and 10, and the clock is showing 6 minutes and 42 seconds to play.
Oh no. Okay.
All right, 13 for the Matadors with a big gain. Juan for the Lobos, pulling him down at the Los Amigos 25-yard line.
That really has been one of the differences in this game, is that Bolsa Grande has had a few of those really big plays that have, pretty much earned them the lead.
45 yards on that one right there. That's a game changer at this point in time.
Yeah.
That flips the field for sure. They're going for it deep.
Wow.
That was a rather incredible catch.
Yeah, that was quite acrobatic.
About the 2-yard line, behind the back, it looked like, of the Lobo defender, reaching out, keeping his feet in bounds, falling out of bounds with the ball, under control. First and goal for the Matadors from the 2.
Yeah, and the Matador sideline goes wild, and can you blame them? That was quite a play. They've had some really nice catches by their receivers.
No, he's stretching for it, but he was down. Number 2 for the Matadors carries the ball. I don't think he gained much. Maybe a yard, might be second and goal from the 1.5.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He was crawling. He was on the ground. He kept moving his legs, kept trying to push it up, but the refs weren't falling for it.
Quarterback sneak, and it looks like they're in.
He falls in. Touchdown, Matadors. On second and goal, the quarterback for Bolsa Grande takes it himself, falls into the end zone, and picks up 6 more points.
Yeah, really unfortunate for the Lobos there to give up that big play, and the rest of it was kind of academic after that.
As we await the extra point, the score currently stands at a 7-point differential, but keep in mind, Bolsa Grande did miss an extra point earlier in the game.
Well, it looks like they're not lining up for a kick. It looks like they're lining up to go for 2.
You are correct.
So if they are successful here, it'll be a real uphill battle for the Lobos. Oh,
Pass falls incomplete. The intended receiver was covered well, but the ball was short. 2-point conversion attempt is no good, leaving our score at Bolsa Grande 21, Los Amigos 14. Now it sounds like a football score.
yeah.
Clock reads 5:03. So the Lobos have time. High school football, though, does end in ties. There is no overtime, if I'm correct.
I don't know about that.
Or have they added that, changed that?
I don't know.
I know I've been to CIF games where they had overtime, but
Yeah.
playoff games, you have to. I think a regular season game, a tie is a tie.
I've got to text into Mr. Sandro right now, asking him that exact question, because I need to figure that out as the clock person.
Matadors are kicking off to the Lobos.
Big return here would be very helpful.
All right.
Not bad.
Not a bad return, considering what we've seen tonight. That was one of the better returns for the Lobos, for sure. Probably got about 12, 15 yards after receiving the kick. Campos was the returner. Lobos are lining up from their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
And this is crunch time, Mr. Oberacker. You got to do something here.
Yeah, with the clock as it is, this is maybe the last shot. Oh! Wow, I wear my reactions on my sleeves here.
Yeah, it was,
Campos was wide open and had the ball. I thought he took 1 or 2 steps, and the ball just dropped out. He must
Yep.
not have had control because they didn't call it a fumble, so he must have been juggling it the whole time. But
yeah, he looks upset on the sideline, and it's hard to blame him. It was a nice play, but just didn't quite make it happen.
yeah, it was a well-designed play,
Yeah,
no doubt
sure.
about it. The ball was Hernandez put the ball right where he needed to put it. Adrenaline kicked in and just couldn't complete the play, couldn't finish it off.
Adrenaline kicked in for both of you.
For me too.
Yeah,
no
I heard
doubt.
it.
Well, like I said, I wear my football emotions on my
Yeah.
sleeve. When the ball carrier,
Nice.
nice
Mr.
hole up the
Everything.
middle. That's a gain of about 20 yards.
Yep.
Straight up the gut.
You know,
nice run.
in baseball, they call that picking up your teammate, right? When maybe something doesn't happen so great, but that you make a play and it doesn't that play before doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't. He picked up the yards that would have been picked up
Yeah.
if he had gone down after making that reception.
Yeah, that's what teammates do for each other.
1st and 10 from the 40 of Bolsa Grande.
Nice.
You know, he gets hit and his feet keep moving. That's
Yep.
what they say a good running back has to do. Just keep those feet churning. And he did. He got hit, picked up another 4 yards. Second
And I
down
think that was.
and
Oh, I see what you're
one.
saying. Yeah, second after contact, or
Yeah,
4 yards
after
after contact. Yeah. It is like second. Yeah, it is second and real short.
It's 2nd and 2 inches.
Yeah. Nice.
Hernandez takes it
Right up the
himself.
middle.
Enough for a 1st down. He's still moving, takes the ball all the way up to the 20. Now,
The clock hits 4 minutes.
clock's at 4. No 2-minute warning in high school.
No.
None of that to worry about. Lots of time. There's no point in feeling rushed, no point in feeling pressured.
Yeah.
Coach Tuato knows that. It's keeping these kids calm. That's the thing. They're, I'm sure, getting charged up, as they should. But you got to keep it calm. Just be methodical like you're doing. Nice
Yeah.
gain on that play.
Yeah, they're being successful with the running game. So, you know, and I mean, they're getting 5 yards a pop. So there's not really that much of a need to go away from that. If it's working, you keep with it.
2nd down and 5. Lobos have the ball on the Matadors' 15-yard line.
Yeah, right up the middle.
Hernandez takes it again, past the 10, which is a Lobos 1st down. It will now be, this is money time, 1st and goal.
Yeah.
3 minutes and 4 seconds left on the clock. This is, it's not do or die necessarily, but it might as well be.
Yeah.
They need to get that ball in the end zone now.
Yep.
Little misdirection play there. Hernandez gets it down to the 5, and he was lucky to get there.
Yeah. 2.5 minutes left. Keep in mind the Lobos do have a few timeouts left, but at this point I don't think the timeouts are really going to come into play, at least not on offense. They may come into play on defense later on, depending on what happens. Second and goal from about, what, the 6?
From just beyond the 5. Hoen is stopped. Loss of about a yard, maybe
Yeah.
2.
This is it. 3rd down, 2 plays to get it into the end zone.
Well, Bolsa Grande is playing some tight goal line defense. Well, it's not even quite goal line yet, but tight there's that red
Yeah,
zone
yeah,
comment again.
yeah.
Tight red zone defense.
So put yourself in the mindset of a head coach, Mr. Oberacker. Are you running it here, or are you going for the surprise pass?
3rd down, I'd go for the surprise pass. You
Let's
still
see.
got 4th down.
90 seconds on the clock.
You've run so much, Bolsa Grande is going to expect the run.
There's a lot of space in the middle of the field. Oh, and it looks like, is that a timeout or is that that's a timeout, Lobos?
Timeout, Los Amigos. That's a good place to use it. You know, there was a little confusion, a little delay in the snap. And running time off the clock isn't necessarily a bad thing right now.
If you get in.
If you get in. But you have to get in. If you don't get in, the time doesn't matter anyway.
By the way, I just got a text from the Los Amigos ex-administrator line from Vicky Braddock, one of the great Los Amigos football fans. Mrs. Braddock, she gave us a little input on overtime, and I just wanted to tell her thanks for checking in. I knew you'd be watching.
What was the input?
She said OT is done in high school, but we did have a 4 OT game before, she said. So I'm not sure if she's saying we do have OT or we don't have OT.
Well, I got a text from RG again, and it says his senior year there was an overtime game against LQ.
Yeah. Now, did they change the rules? I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll just find out. And I'm just going to hope the refs don't yell at me if I have to do some clockwork up here.
High school rules just have enough nuances, enough differences that it gets a little confusing sometimes. Hard to remember what's what.
Okay.
But let's worry about that later.
Third
let's worry
down.
about getting it in now.
There's the run, and it's a trick play. Oh!
Oh, nice tackle. Matadors, number 20, shoestring tackle. Hernandez had the ball. He had the momentum.
I thought he was in, and that number 20 on Bolsa Grande made the play.
Play of the day right there. But it is still fourth down.
Yeah.
Hernandez got to the 4, so we have 4 yards to go.
1 minute exactly on the clock. And it looks like maybe we have the trainer out to check in with a young man from Bolsa Grande. So time for Los Amigos to go into their big bag of tricks. That's a Bolsa Grande joke.
This is it, do or die.
Yep. So what yard line are they on? They're on
They're on the 4.
They're on the 4. Clock running under 1 minute. So this really is, for all intents and purposes, you got to think this is the game. Los Amigos has 2 timeouts left, and I don't think. Well,
they just used one
yeah.
now.
So
you have to. I mean, if you have them, there's no point going. To
well,
the
at this
locker
point,
room
they
with
only
them.
had 2 left. So
Why not?
Yep. You have. This is it.
Get the kids calmed down. Get them familiar with the play.
I got to get myself calmed down. This is so exciting.
Yeah, I probably should cover the microphone before this play starts, or I'm going to let out some noise.
So just to paint the picture for everybody, first game of the season really sets the tone for the rest of the season. Bolsa Grande and Los Amigos do have a long, storied rivalry, and it really is coming down to one play here. If Los Amigos scores, they'll be down 1 with a chance to kick an extra point, or if they're feeling, cheeky, to go for a 2-point conversion to possibly win the game. If they miss this, well, then I think we can probably declare Bolsa Grande the winner. So this is about as close as it gets.
In all the years that we've done this together, not exactly this, but been in the booth, we haven't had a close game like this in a while.
Not many.
It's nice to have a close game.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a competitive game.
Yeah, a mist rolls in.
I was just going to say, look at that fog coming through.
Michael Monsoor Memorial Stadium with a mist. This is it, folks.
Touchdown,
Yes.
Los Amigos.
And we're in.
We are in. Hernandez takes it in himself.
The coaches in the booth next to us are going crazy.
They are going nuts. They used Twin as a decoy, had him go off to the right. The defense got fooled. The hole opened up. Hernandez ran to the left, and into the end zone with a pile of
And-
people, and he was on top of that pile.
And now the pressure is on the kicker. They need to hit this kick to tie the game with 40 seconds left. And then it looks like there's a timeout on the field.
Well, again, you might as well. This is the time. Get him calmed
Yeah.
down. Don't rush the kick.
Was
The
that a
kick
Los
is too
Amigos
important.
timeout,
It
or
was
was
a
that-
Los Amigos
okay.
timeout. And it was a great call.
Yeah, no matter what happens here, it has really been an exciting game.
Well, it's, in a way, being here tonight, back in a Los Amigos environment, a Los Amigos activity, it's kind of like the first event of school. The first, it's like that August football game you always get the week before school starts. I kind of feel like that.
Yeah, that's
It's a
true.
new beginning. It's a new start. I know we're going to have a limited crew in terms of kids, at least on Tuesday when they show up. But there's some freshness about this and
Yeah.
about this new beginning, and it's all good.
So the score is Lobos 20, Matadors 21, with the kick to follow.
So are you excited for baseball season? Going to change the subject for a second just to calm down my nerves. You excited about it?
I am excited, as you can tell by my San Francisco Giants mask. Okay, here we go. Now, are we kicking it, or are we? It doesn't look like they're going for the kick anymore.
They're
Now
going
it
for
looks
two.
so. This is a bold, and well.
Yep, they are going for two. We have Huen in the backfield, Hernandez in the shotgun formation.
Timeout, Bolsa.
Bolsa
Don't-
Grande's going to
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
they had one left. No point in leaving it up there.
This is fun, folks.
This is what football should be.
Yeah.
Coaches going toe-to-toe, players going toe-to-toe. It's been a clean game. I think all the fans in attendance are just grateful to
Yeah.
be here. It's
Yeah.
been a fun evening. Definitely a great evening for both schools.
I felt very privileged to be able to be here tonight because it's not open to the public, right? It's just families and select staff. So to be able to be here is a privilege, and to be able to bring it to you guys at home is also a privilege. We hope that you've enjoyed it, and we hope that you enjoy it even more when we win. Hopefully.
Exactly. And I hope we haven't been too much of a distraction.
Yeah, it's true.
You got to remember, this is the first time we've ever done this, so we've been trying to keep it lively. And I'm trying to remind myself, what was Vin Scully's comment?
Yeah, you gotta,
sometimes less is more.
yeah, you gotta air it out and
Let the play just speak for
Yeah.
itself.
Here we go.
We haven't done that probably all the time, but it's a learning curve.
Big play. Here it is. Oh.
Oh, no. He has stopped. Hernandez takes it himself. He has stopped short, about 2 yards short of the end zone. The 2-point attempt fails. What is most likely now going to happen is an onside kick.
Yeah, a truly valiant effort, but just didn't quite get across the goal line.
It leaves our score at Matadors 21, Lobos 20. So a 1-point differential, which was the story of the game from the end of the first quarter really up until that last score by the Matadors. And here we are once again back to a 1-point differential.
One thing I gotta say, I do like the call by the Los Amigos coaching staff. It's a long game, first game in a long time. You don't know how much gas everyone's got out there. Sometimes you might just want to put it all on the line. And now is time for an onside kick. And for those who don't understand what that is, you can kick the ball off for 10 yards, I think, and recover it. Can you do that in high school?
I believe you can. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, we've questioned a couple rules already. Maybe there's concern about injury and they don't allow it in high school. But
Yeah,
it's still
Bolsa
it's a
seems
live
like they're
ball.
lined up for it. Well, yeah, I don't.
They've brought out a secondary kicker. And, of course, right now my computer has shut off again.
I have one timeout left on the clock for the Lobos, although I have to be honest, I'm not sure that's accurate.
I actually don't think it is.
You think it's 0?
I think it's 0, and I'm sure the refs will correct you
Oh, I'm sure they will.
if you're off. No, too hard.
Yep.
Yeah, they were trying a little kind of a pooch kick and instead kicked it out of bounds. That means it will be the Matadors' ball at the 35 or where the ball went out of bounds, actually, I believe. And that means Matadors will be able to run out the clock.
Yeah, a really good game by the Matadors. I mean, they had a, you know what? They were a little bit more disciplined when it comes to the penalties, and they had a few really big plays, and that carried the day for them.
There were a couple plays that, unfortunate that they happened, but got to give the Matadors credit for pulling them off.
Yeah. Congrats to that team and that staff, and also congrats to the Los Amigos. I mean, it's not over yet, but
there could be a fumble.
Yeah.
Things can still happen, but and back to that 2-point conversion attempt, I'm 100% for it, especially this season, a 5-game season. There's no playoffs, no CIF, none of that. You're playing to give these kids experience, to give these kids the opportunity to play as a team. You play to win, and they went for it. They showed they have faith in the kids. It didn't work out tonight, but it's okay.
What would Herm Edwards say? You play to win the game.
Yep. And Coach Tuato definitely showed the kids he believes in them.
Yep.
So one snap brings it to second down. Clock is running. I do not believe they are going to have to snap the ball again.
Yep.
I think that will be it. We are just about at 20 seconds. So the Matadors are going to walk off the field tonight with a hard-fought 21-20 victory. The Lobos are going to walk off the field heads held high. It is a loss on paper, but definitely it is more about the ability to be here and play and be a team. There's so much more tonight than wins or losses, and congratulations to both teams for a great game.
Yep, we're all proud of you. See you guys next week.